Alright, you guys, welcome back to what I do believe will be the final episode that we do for Alpha 20 of the joke mod. And yeah, we're in a different town today. We're doing something a little bit different. We're going to check out some of the stuff we didn't quite get to during our 58 episode series. We're going to check out some vehicles. So, I kind of somewhat ranked these the way I thought they would be in order of difficulty, easiest to hardest to get. Although I'm pretty sure the cow and the crocodile should switch. Good old Chubs. Love Chubs. So let's start off with this. This is more or less the ranking system for vanilla vehicles. I think we can all pretty much agree on that. These two are pretty close to the same. It depends on if you're playing multiplayer or not. Obviously, a lot of different factors play a role in that. If you're going over, steep mountains, but I think they're that way, motorcycle's probably going to be your best bet. But if you're just exploring roads, this is the guy you want, especially if you got friends. That way you can all just take one vehicle and be done with it. But this is more or less the general ranking system for vanilla vehicles. Then over here, we've got the standard gyrocopter. Not bad. It is what it is. It's a faster way to get from point A to point B and not have to worry about mountains. Now the mod adds this guy, the old whirlybird. More or less acts exactly the same way as the gyrocopter. Few bells and whistles on it. Not a whole lot here to write home about. In fact, I flew it from the base over to here because we do have a little bit of a test track here. If I open up the map, we've got this little loop right here. And we're going to take some of these vehicles that we haven't seen yet. Actually, I kind of completely ignored this one, but this one's already cleared out of broken vehicles, that kind of stuff. So we're going to use this. But we're going to test out some of the vehicles we haven't quite got the chance to play around with. So, as far as the beast goes, my favorite, although slightly on the annoying side, sound-wise, is the Crococycle. Good old Chubs right here. However, if we're talking about speed, you gotta go with the Bessie Moo-Beal. Good old cow. The Raptor, as fun as it was to try to find one and mysteriously get gifted a loot sack that had it in it. If you guys saw that episode, let me know. It's not that great. I don't like the inertia that's involved with it, personally. You start moving forward or backwards, and then you let off the key. It kind of keeps going, in a way. It's a little bit harder to control, in my opinion, than, say, the cow or the crocodile. Now, the snail causes us issues. Randomly getting teleported away, the snail disappearing, then randomly getting teleported back, the snail reappearing. As good as the snail was for first vehicle for us, I do recommend it if you can't get enough meat and bones and animal fat and stuff like that to make a cow. It got us from, well, basically our first save file into this one and then start giving us fits. So, kind of is what it is. Now these, I wanted to play with. So let's go ahead and refuel these. Well, this is our normal car that we took to the wasteland. Go ahead and refuel the... We don't need all that much fuel. We're just going to go kind of roam around and see what's what. But I was definitely curious about this rocket lawn chair. Looks more like a recliner. This probably the only thing that would get annoying after a while. But handling-wise, I mean, it's exactly what you'd expect from essentially a lawn chair. Definitely a little bit on the squirrely side. This is why I cleared everything off this road, but apparently that doesn't stop me from hitting stuff. It is quick. I will give it that. It's super fast. It's also a little unstable sometimes. Like maybe let off the gas when you turn. Yeah, okay. That seemed to work a little bit better. So, fun. Yeah, I mean, it's a way to get around. Creative, funny. It does the job. We'll put it that way. Let's take the Pixel Jeep next. Kind of, I mean, besides the fact it takes up a lot of the screen, it is super slow. A little on the squirrely side. I mean, it's a Pixel Jeep. Yeah, it doesn't like to turn, at least while you're holding shift. We'll try full throttle here without holding shift. Oh god, that slows it down even more. It should have no problem turning. Yeah. Alright, so, I mean, kind of feels like a much bulkier version of the APC. And apparently you get hurt when you get out of it, and it disappears. That one's gonna get a 0 rating. Oh god. What the fuck just happened? Alright, well, the buggy. The buggy we've had the parts for, other than the accessories. And I passed on the accessories to buy them when we had the chance. Oh, okay. Well, let's turn on the headlights. Absolutely love the way the buggy handles. So far, I'm able to hold shift the whole time. It kind of slides, but it's definitely a controllable slide. So it is much better than the Jeep. The Jeep, that's like F tier right there. But this isn't bad. I haven't even looked at the stats. Okay, so 25 meters a second, moderate noise, 90 defense, 1 seat. Now there is a mod you can get to throw in it, to add seating to it, but not that big of a deal. And then the APC, I do believe we've used before, but we'll take it out and around. Ah, yes, that sounds familiar. Actually, we need to get back in the Jeep and test the horn. The horn might be a redeeming factor in that. This, I mean, it's what you would expect from a big, bulky, presumably up-armored tactical vehicle. A little bit on the clunky side, if that accurately describes it enough. I mean, it's a big vehicle. You kind of expect it to handle that way. Alright. Hello? There we go. Let's see what this is. 14 meters a second considered fast? No way. Absolutely no way this is considered fast. Not even close. See if we can park this right without it messing up on us again. There we go. Let's test the horn. Alright, you know, honestly, it's acceptable. Now it is not acceptable. This has got to stop. Hey Rizzo, if you see this, is that an intended feature? Or is that an unintended feature, also known as a bug? I don't know, we'll have to see. Oh, where's the hitbox on this? The horn on this? See, if they switch the horn from that or that to this, it'd be a winner. An all-around winner. What's the horn on this? Does it have one?
Rocket launcher.
Fair enough. I can definitely appreciate that.
Rocket launcher.
I don't think we ever tried the horn on the Raptor. Actually, I think we did. I vaguely remember that. And the cow.
I want to be a cowboy, baby.
God, I better not get DMC8 over that. And that one we played with a bunch. And the snail. Ready to disappear? So we played with those. Let's come back over, check out the helicopter. I don't know if these have horns on them. Never really played with it. Okay, so it's just your standard, well, truck horn, basically. But yeah, as you can see, there's really nothing fancy about this. You know, forwards, backwards, up, down. It's a little bit all over the place, but I mean, that's kind of just the flying aspect of this game. We're gonna get out. So yeah, that's all the vehicles. If I had to pick a favorite... Okay, so a favorite from vanilla for me is always the motorcycle. Absolutely love it. Out of the animal vehicles go, gotta give it to the cow. As much as I love Chubbs, and Chubbs is pretty quick, the cow, for sure. Little unstable when it comes to some stuff, but for the most part, its speed makes up for it. Out of these vehicles, as nice as the car is, and it does have its uses, especially in the wasteland where everything's trying to kill you from the sky, I'd have to say the buggy. The handling felt right, the speed felt right. This is kind of like a good, solid, all-round vehicle. This, I do know for a fact, if you try to take it up mountains over there, it'll mostly dig into small embankments and stuff like that, as opposed to drive over them. And I'm assuming this is kind of the opposite. Let's go over here and give it a shot. Let's see if we can get this bad boy stuck. Yeah, it kind of drives right up them. Yeah. It basically acts like the motorcycle when it comes to this. Especially going across something that's like this. It's definitely much better than that car. The car would get stuck right here and start to dig into the side. So I would have to say that this is probably a favorite if I stop clicking the mouse button. This is probably a favorite, and this is probably what we're going to shoot for in the next playthrough. It doesn't exactly stop quick, but none of these vehicles do, so that was good. Now, the other thing we didn't really play with was a grenade launcher. So right now it's filled with the Molotov ones. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of this action. Throw a debug menu on. Let's spawn in, let's say 25. What do we want to spawn? Arlene's? Yeah, let's go 25 Arlene's. I mean, it works. Yeah, it's still burning right there, so any zombies coming up behind them, would still get set on fire, I'm assuming. Yep, they definitely would. Yeah, that thing does some damage too. Another round for it is the normal grenade launcher rounds, which we did have a few of. I mean, definitely fun to play with. But it also had... Where is it? Should have had this already set up, but I didn't. These MD rounds. I think it's mass destruction. Yeah, mass destruction rounds. High block damage. So, let's play with some of these as well. No, don't reload. Put these ones in it. I just said high block damage. I mean, I guess for the one block that it does hit, what's it do against like a fence? Or it doesn't hit fences. Okay. How about the ground? Alright, so it's... Oh, that went down pretty far. I feel like it's more effective against stuff like fences and the ground. Yeah, definitely. But when it comes to like the side of a building, maybe it's just the roof of that church. Like, what's going on with this roof right here? How many hit points is that? Oh, it's cobblestone. Okay, that's a little bit better. So what's this roof do? See, that's more the effect I was looking for. Alright, so that's just me not knowing what that roof was made out of. Still a solid round. Definitely fun. The other thing I wanted to play with was the laser weapons. That's the laser mining gun that I also wanted to play with. So we did play with the actual laser rifle during the last horde. But these seem a little bit more fun. Laser rifle, I mean, is as good as it wasn't great. I don't feel it was that great. Could be because I didn't have a bunch of modifications or anything like that in it. So let's do a bunch of Arlene's again. Oh shit, those are a lot closer. Like, this isn't horrible. Definitely gets on the inaccurate side. We got the pistol. Alright, it's not bad. It's also a tier 6, but it's not bad. And then there's the shotgun. So the shotgun's interesting. I feel like it would be really good if it didn't do that. Yes, I'm well aware that shotgun bolts are supposed to spread. But this seems like it spreads, comes together, then spreads again. You guys can kind of see that. So let's try it against a... how about a horde of Arlene's? Can we get far enough away to where the bolts spread again? Okay, there we go. So I was wondering if it would only take out one like it seems to be doing. But I guess if you get lucky enough, you can take out more than one. But for the most part, it's only one. Definitely inaccurate, but I mean, it's a shotgun. This isn't Call of Duty or Battlefield where you're going to get sniped from across the map with a shotgun. That's just not how this works. Then, for the last thing I wanted to test out, we got the mining laser. This thing is absolutely impressive. Just look at the resources from this, like, and the best part is it does just as good on dirt as it does on stone. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. So on the next Alpha 21 playthrough of the joke mod, we'll definitely be pushing for lasers. Specifically, probably the pistol and the mining laser. Those are the ones that I think I like the most. And the other thing we didn't really get to use was... what was it called? It was this thing. We had one. Golden minigun. It uses Dukes. But we didn't get to use it because, well, I just didn't even think about it for the final horde. So let's go ahead and spawn in some more Arlenes. I mean, definitely not accurate at range. But when they're close, it is pretty damn effective. What'd we get? Final loot bag of the series? Garbage. So yeah, this is all the vehicles. I believe I got all the vehicles. I searched through the creative menu and couldn't find any other ones. But yeah, Jeep, absolutely worthless. Almost as worthless as a snail. And I only say that because the snail gave us a bunch of issues. But this, getting in and out of this, oh, it didn't do it that time. Interesting. I don't know. Still think it's kind of worthless. Big, slow. Every now and then it just throws you out of it when you go to get out. So, I mean, you could use it. I don't necessarily see why you would. Especially considering you still have to modify it to seat more than one person. Whereas, I mean, if you want something that's big and somewhat slow without being upgraded, you could do just your regular vehicle, your regular 4x4. But yeah, figured I'd do a quick episode, showcase some of this stuff before signing on to the experimental build for Alpha 21, which I believe is going to be the next series. It's going to be a short one. Going to be playing it with my oldest daughter, Stinky. So yeah, should be an interesting one. We're going to troll her a bunch. But if you guys like this, go ahead and leave a like. If I forgot anything to add in this or something you feel I needed to check out, let me know. I would love to check it out, probably off camera, or maybe I'd do a short on it. But subscribe if you guys haven't yet, and I will see you guys in the next series that should be starting sometime this week.